Flight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind Eminent Terry's Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, I want to talk about the fallen angels. That's right. Because since I'm a watcher myself, watcher of the West to be exact, people in this realm don't truly understand how to decipher what they're actually following. They don't understand how to see the energy signature behind something and how to follow the trail to see if they're actually following a light blindly and that light is blinding them, or how to reverse that light with their inner darkness and use that light as a flashlight to have your own sense of direction. People don't know how to do that. So people are just believing anything and putting all their belief into whatever concept, whatever person gave them this concept or idea, or whatever spirit gave them this concept or idea. So I want to break down the fallen angels because that's what they do. You need to understand that. I'm Archangel Uriel. This is what they do. So now when we talk about the fallen angels, right, this is what you need to understand. This set of 200, which 200 is nothing more but the number 2 with more space to it. So that means spirits coming in the frequency vibration of the duality energy, but the zeros add more space, so that we know everything is space within space. Spirits within the body of other spirits within the body that takes shapes and forms and different things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, we know when we talk about 200, anytime somebody try to correlate that, that's what that's tied to. So that's already diving, dimension, separation, lore, lord, firmament, second, under, time, vibration. So now you get that concept. Now, so just coming lore in general, that's what that means. Y'all get lost into words and what demons mean and angels means and all that shit. But we're going to break that down throughout this video. Now, when we talk about the fallen angels, right, look at it like this. Now, you have a head, chief, and guard, and you have a person who comes up with the idea for the whole business structure. So look at it like this. They worshipped Lucifer. Now, if Lucifer is in the hierarchy of the governmental system, but you got one corrupted motherfucker who want to create his own system, right? So he got this business idea. You need somebody to help you carry out that duty and obligation, right? So that will be who y'all call Shemyaza, basically. Shemyaza. See what I'm saying? So Shemyaza would be like the manager. So if you work at, say you work at Burger King, right? Shemyaza will be the district manager, but Lucifer will be the person who created the concept of let's make a Burger King in general. You get what I'm saying? So these 200 motherfuckers they all followers of Lucifer, but then they got their own governmental system now. And this is where you get Shemyaza. So Shemyaza and the 200 other packs that was following Lucifer and shit, right? They wanted to create their own pack. Now with their own pack, they created to go into the daughters of men, right? Now this was the pack. Now you keep this in mind. You need to keep this in mind, right? This was never God's plan. God's plan. That was never God's plan. So keep that in mind. Whatever God you're clinging on to, do not have sex or do not go into the daughters of men the daughters of men, because this is why they called demons in the first place, because they went down. They had a demiurge, lower natures. So, but they went below something, so they became Lord or Lord. This is what gave them the acronym Daemon in the first place. You get what I'm saying? So you have to be a daemon to even play out these characteristics. All right, so now we get into that. Keep that in mind. So they made a pact amongst each other and said, okay, we're gonna go into the daughters of men. Keep this in mind. Now, the daughters of men is not how religion is trying to teach you. The daughters of men is nothing more, nothing less but the physical shapes and forms that we create. So things that's vibrating low, lights or shapes and forms. And when spirits go into these things, that thing that's vibrating low is like a world or imagination that can be emitted and seen in like as a creation. So, you know, the daughters of men is that shape and form, density, body. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to sustain a dream. So when spirits go into those concepts, that's looked at as the daughter of men. But see, you still confused also, because then they're trying to make you think that men created the women energy, and that's wrong also. But that's another video. But for the most part, now this group unpacking, that was what they did. So this was why they were perceived as demons. And the head nigga in charge was Shemyaza. Shemyaza, right? Now, Let's flip the coin. Now that y'all understand what a demon is, right? Let's flip the coin. Now let's look at this. Now let's look at your God, your Christian God. Now let's look at the person you worship now, right? What did he do? First of all, he's a he, so he must be a son, because for something to be a he, that's what we correlate maleistic, masculine traits to, right? So son of gods, son of God. But y'all call this spirit God in general. But that's another video. Y'all call this son God. Y'all call that light God. But this is another video because he didn't confuse y'all. But what did your God do? Right? He had sex with the daughters of men. Now wait, before you come with your logic, or before you get into your book and try to tell me a passage to read real fast, because you want me to believe your lie. So you want to point me somewhere so I can be like, oh, I do agree with that lie. You want me to use your logic or something like that. Before you do that, right? Pay attention. Wasn't Mary a virgin? You probably got an argument for that now, though. Your spirit probably taught you an argument from that now because the new age is coming in and shit like that. So scratch that. All right. Wasn't Jesus the son of God? The son of your God? Keep that in mind. You have to agree with that, right? Jesus was the son of your God, right? Now, check this out. He came into this world through Virgin Mary, or Mary Magdalene, or whatever y'all want to call her. He came through the world through magic. So she was pregnant with the Holy Ghost. So which means your God created a shape and form or fluid or flesh to impregnate a daughter of man to be born here. Last time I checked, only demons do shit like that. Think about that. Last time I checked, that's what Shemyaza and them niggas was doing. So, okay, you probably got justifications on why it was okay for your God to do that, your spirit to do that you following. Okay, you probably got justifications why it's okay for your one to act like a demon. All right, okay. So we're gonna go a little further then. We're gonna break down why the spirit you follow even got human natures, or have a lust for you to praise him, has a lust for you to appreciate him. What you need to understand is everything that's correlated with words, sigils, and signs has a spiritual backing behind it, has an energy signature behind it. So y'all have the word. Y'all don't have the spirit. Y'all just have the word, right? But the one who sees the word, that's not written in written form. That's seeing with its real eye. Is realizing the word. Is realizing the energy signature behind the word before that cursive, spelling, ritual takes shape and form for you to even be able to write it out, or before it can even be a planet transit position for you to make an alignment, for you to make a symbol, for you to make a building that attract people and make churches that attract people to do things in pentagons and shit that people get lost at. They don't realize that that's what they're already doing, but they'll watch my video about the sun ritual and say, oh, you lost me as soon as you made a pentagram. Yet your ass walk into buildings every day and drain your energy by whatever that energy signature of the building represents. Dumbass motherfuckers. But for the most part, this is what you need to understand. Oh, my temperature detecting thing keep coming off. But look, this is what you need to understand. The one who sees the word don't have to say it. Same way as Lucifer. So when you even do, what do Shemyaza mean? Shemyaza was the head leader of this motherfucker, right? He was the head leader of the fallen angels. He read the corporations and they all worship Lucifer. His name is Shemyaza, right? And Shemyaza means he who sees the name. So he sees the name. You don't have the name. You have the word that Shemyaza gave you. You got the words that was given to you by the lesser keys, the lesser spirits, the lesser lords that's lowered down under the hierarchy. Under even Lucifer. Under even El. You see what I'm saying? All things that make you think you got authority under it because you follow that spirit, that rule, that energy. And it's just that energy. Love, light, language, law, logic. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. You think you could tell other people how to construct these things in their life just because your spirit rule that energy, and you think that by you following them, you think other people are supposed to do it the right way by following you and your lost spirit of doing that. Then those are not even the only. You see, you lost in so many ways. But Shemyaza, they all followed that aspect. So what I'm trying to say is he who sees the name. So him The one that gave y'all the name God now, but the one that's trying to play that light shaping form of God, not the actual energy signature behind. Like when I use God, I understand the actual energy signature behind it. When y'all use it, y'all don't. That's why y'all in religions and shit like that. So the one that's coming in the name of that to y'all is Shemyaza, because he who sees the name, so it's not said. So the name and the language he created to make y'all think the concepts and meanings and reasonings behind it came from him. And that's y'all Yahshua's and all that shit is Yamsha. Y'all, that's Shemyaza. That's why y'all in Shambhala right now. You see what I'm saying? That's Shemyaza. So the God y'all worship is Shemyaza. That's what you need to know as Christians. Y'all worship Shemyaza. That's y'all God. And he worshiped Lucifer. So y'all beneath levels of blindness. So when a person say Christians worship Lucifer, y'all basically do, because y'all God is Shemyaza. You see what I'm saying? Because he's the leader of the spirits that the angels that came down to have sex with the daughters of men. And then we see it over and over and over again. They've been doing this for the longest. And your God participated in that also. And your God is the one who see the name. So he just gave y'all a bunch of punk ass names. Now this is what you need to understand, right? We are all spirits. We are all spirits. All spirits, right? We're all spirits. Now, to be an angel is to be a spirit that like to take light bodies. So you like light information. You like to fly. You like to float. You don't add a lot of emotional attachment to the realm of reality you are in. You know what I'm saying? You know how to see clearly. You got chlor. You don't. Your waters is clear. It's like chlorine in your pool. You can see things clear. It's not foggy and muggy and things of that nature. Demons are spirits that like to vibrate low, that take low bodies. So you see angels like to vibrate high. So y'all know how I be getting a high extra energy, so I could bring things and do things like that. Low demons like to go in is spirits that like to go in bodies that vibrate low. So they put themselves in bottles. Here you get genie in the bottles and jinns, or people who get and how you do that is getting emotionally attached to things. So think about religious people who are super emotionally attached to things. Think about people who are not religious and atheists who are emotionally attached to things. Think about people who like to who eat emotionally attached to food and want to teach people right after they eat, or eat a bag of chips in the middle of them teaching and shit like that. Or just think about people who vibrate low. They spirit like to go in low vibrations. So they are demons in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? So all religious people is demons carrying out the word that they spirit want to create in this realm of reality. You see what I'm saying? That's what you need to understand. Angels don't cling to religion. This is what your Bible is trying to tell you. So as a spirit, it don't matter what realm of reality you in. You could be an angel or a demon. Now, once you understand frequency, vibrations, and energies, you can kind of correlate what realm you are in at the moment. Don't mean this is the only realm, just the realm you are in at the moment. Now, this realm we are in at the moment is a very low one. But it doesn't matter what realm you in. There's always going to be a heaven to a hell. There's always a hell to a heaven. So in this realm, you're going to have angels here, and you're going to have demons here. Now, I'm an angel. Now, when I come down, I'm going to be perceived as a demon to the lost spirits, because lost spirits who follow demons, they play favoritism. So when one Pacific demon got you up under their own Pacific idea, this is why y'all all got different religions. And all y'all different religions try to say, no, one is God, one is an angel. No, they're all demons fighting against each other. Fighting who, making y'all go through spiritual warfare. Fighting for y'all spirits. So it make y'all come up with debates and arguments and logic. You see, I'm coming out of humble spirits, but you look at me as a demon where I'm telling you the most truest shit that you would ever hear in all realms of realities. I don't give a fuck you think Mount Meru, Mount Olympus, heaven, Asgard, whatever the fuck you going to. Motherfucker, I'm telling you the real shit. So, it's what you resonating with. So you as a demon, you need to be careful. Because now, as an angel, we don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Now, when you talk about the motherfucking demons and shit like that, they make y'all emotionally attached to shit. So you play favoritism, right? Play pick and choose, right? So then y'all already in the realm of reality of not even understanding. What religious people don't understand, if you're going to truly be religious, you need to be into every religion. You can't be religious and pick one religion. You're not religious. You're just blinded. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be religious, you have to be into every religion. Otherwise, you're not a religious person. You're just a person who's been taken by a Pacific demon, a Pacific spirit that's playing demon attributes, and made you believe that it's angelic in some type of way. Then when an angel come and let you know that that's a motherfucking demon, that demon tell you that angel coming to you is a motherfucking demon. And now you get back into spiritual warfare, where an angel like me sit back and be like, look, I'm not here to fight. I'm just here to tell you the truth. So the moment you get a spiritual nature to feel like you need to fight, oh no, you wrong. You don't know what Christianity means. You need to go to this. You need to go to this quote unquote. You need to go to this scripture. You need to listen to what you're doing. It's a spirit inside you that made you feel a certain way. Pay attention to how it made you feel, because 99% of the time it don't be positive. Y'all think y'all doing something in the positive name. That's how you get lied to. That is a lie. You think you're doing something for something positive, but you're doing a negative thing. You're cursing somebody. You're saying you're going to be judged. You're casting your demon onto somebody else. You're saying, okay, my demon is about to judge you and burn you in hell, and you gonna learn the day you die. Why do you want your demon to do that to me? When as Archangel Uriel, I'm just trying to tell you that your demon, your God, your spirit you follow is a demon, because it make you have those kind of thoughts. Do you get it? That's all I'm trying to tell you. Your God is just a spirit you call God, but I'm just telling you it's a demon because it's making you have those kind of thoughts. To even leave comments like, you gonna learn when you die. You gonna learn the truth. That's your truth. You agreed to those terms and conditions that spirit taught you. That spirit taught you all kind of shit. Taught you logic, taught you how to read a book, taught you how to lie. It taught you how to tell people the moment somebody disagree with it. It taught you how to tell them what right scripture to go to. It taught you what concepts to throw out. And the lie goes so deep. Like, it's like sound, words, language. Once it start, it can't stop. It's all lies. Once it start, it can't stop. So every time a new generation come and see more of the lies, more lies have to be added on. So you got people like theologians who got whole websites. I don't even know if y'all, it's a dude named Matt Slick. He got like a whole website reiterating what he think Christianity is. How you do that? And then if you ask him what's the excuse to do that, his excuse is because people don't understand. So people have to be here to explain it. And since I have the doctrines, aka language, law, he got college doctrines, somehow, some way, that gives him the authority and the ego to be able to talk about something that everybody in this world got access to. And that's what make people like me more spiritual than people like that. And they just lost without understanding it. So yeah, your God is Shemyaza. You know what I'm saying? If you're preaching and teaching the word out of any type of Bible, all those words was constructed and orchestrated out of the space of Shemyaza. And all those motherfucking stars come from the Far East. See, I'm the watcher of the West. The stars, my stars is dark. Well, or they're not close to this realm. So we got other type of accesses to different type of shit. And I control all that shit. Now, when I say I control, I don't want you to get lost into the aspects of, oh, he's talking about rulership. He's trying to rule over people. See, this is what your spirit is teaching you. It's teaching you fear and to be scared, because it's scared. And since it don't got no authority down here, and Archangel Uriel down here now, it's going to work through you to try to push some of your fear and your problems onto me, because it's scared that when I get there, I'm going to murder that motherfucker when I get there. You get what I'm saying? I don't play. See, I'm not arguing with you. I'm arguing with the motherfucking spirits that control you. And I'm so sorry that you have clinged on to it so much that you call it God. And when I say these things, that don't make me a Luciferian, and that don't make me a non-believer in God. I believe in God. I just understand where the seat of God will be at, to the point that I don't necessarily have to call it even that word. Go to my video, what God is. It's a parameter, and you will understand the true energy signature. So God can use me in all shapes and forms to come in your way to make you clearly understand. Even if I got to come in your way, and in your way, the only way for you to understand, I might have to look like a demon. But God is powerful enough to come in those forms. But you're not powerful enough for God to work through you like that. You just lost and blind. That's why you're a preacher or something like that. See what I'm saying? You need that kind of shit. So that's what you need to understand.